evening. How are you doing? I'm Stephen Petty, and welcome to the North Tyneside Business Awards. And thank you for joining us. I'm delighted to be hosting this from this glittering, well, yeah, it's my spare room. Well, this is 2020 after all. So virtually, we're all together, but we're actually going to be giving out awards tonight for those people who went that extra mile. Yeah. Now, normally these awards celebrate huge contribution that businesses make to the local economy. This year, though, everybody's just went that extra mile. But what everybody who is on our shortlist tonight have made North Tyneside a great place to live, work, and visit. Now, obviously, I'm at home. I'm supposed to have a beautiful backdrop in the background here with the logo on. Unfortunately, I live in Northumberland, and there's two people watching The Crown on Netflix, so the internet rates dipped down. So you'll have to put up with the craft room here in the background. Now, the awards are in their 23rd year this year, and brought to you by North Tyneside Business Forum. The awards are all about raising awareness and promoting North Tyneside to the northeast and beyond, and as a place of business prosperity. Now, we're inspiring local businesses, growth, and bringing local businesses together to share the success of the area as a whole. Normally, like I say, this would be, well, quite a slap would do. We'd have a big, big award ceremony. We'd all be together. Everybody be wearing posh frocks and lovely suits. Hey, I'm still wearing mine. The question is, am I wearing the trousers as well? We will find out later. But joking aside, it's something to get everybody together to say well done. And those at the North Tyneside Business Forum, you say this year, as so many businesses are going out of their way, and as you can see, teleprompter, normally I'd have that. Hey, there we go, clever technology, because that's something we've had to overcome tonight. Haven't got all the fancy trappings that we'd normally have. And all the businesses we've had here during the COVID-19 pandemic, they've just basically managed to overcome every barrier they've been given. And even more so this year, I think this is why we really need to pat these people on the back. Now, hopefully next year, 2021, we'll be back together. We're going to have a big awards dinner. And notice they get me to host it the 1 year when there's no actual meal involved. Thanks, cheers, and take the hint. But we thought it was extremely important for us to honour everybody for the incredible work they've been doing this year and helping local communities. Every single company who's been nominated tonight, you're going to find out have been nominated by you, members of the general public. And we've found new ways to be there for people, new services that they didn't do beforehand. We'll be bringing you two awards though this evening. We've got the Heart of the Community Award, which relies on public nominations and a vote. That's just closed at 6 p.m, so they're still counting it up as we speak. And the Spirit of North Tyneside Award, which the winner's been selected by our elected mayor, Norma Redfern CBE, following public nominations. And it's a real shame we can't get everybody together in person. You can still take part by social media. We've got various different ways for you to get in touch. You can get us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and make sure use the hashtag NBTA2020. Okay. Now we have to say thank you to North Tyneside Council and the Spirit of North Tyneside initiative for supporting the awards this year. And our first award this evening, without any further ado, is the Heart of the Community Award. Now, this is to thank a business at the heart of our local community, as it says on the tin. Just that's what it is. But they've gone that extra mile to make a real contribution to the local area. And I'm joined now on a little screen to either side of us, I don't know which one it's going to be, by Karen Goldfinch, who's the chair of the North Tyneside Business Forum and will be presenting this award. Hello, Karen.
Hi, Stephen. And can I just say before we start, thank you so much for giving up your time to do this a little bit different this year.
I have to be honest with you, I've come from the shed all the way to here.
You've done very well.
Well, thank you. I tried my hardest. Could we have up the lovely nominees who we have here? We'll have a slide coming on any second now, and I'll show you just some of the companies who have been nominated. Now, like I say already, Karen, these are all people who've been nominated by members of the general public.
They are.
And there's been quite a few different votes have come in.
There is, and it's been really lovely to read the nominations that have come in, because they've come from the public, so you know that they've taken the time to really do this. And what's been really lovely is the businesses sometimes don't even know that they've been nominated, so they've just got a nice surprise when we've just announced it, and they're like, oh, thank you very much.
Well, that's great. Well, I'll list down who we've got. So our first group, we have Alfie and Finn's Gin Bar, The Blind Pig, Captured Forever Photography, Costumes and Cards, Dibley's, Dreamshine Community Interest Company, The Enigma Tab, Evans Bistro, and Family Gateway. Now, that's a good mix of different type of businesses. So, Alfie's, what can you tell me? We've got a gin bar, We have the Enigma Tap. We've got a bistro. So tell us why they've been nominated, because obviously all the bars have been shut during lockdown.
This is the thing. I mean, bars, hospitality, as you say, has been really affected by what's been going on these last few months. So they've really had to adapt to survive. But in moving to an online to takeaway, sometimes they've been doing it that way to keep trade coming in, but it also keeps that sense of community, but in a different way to how they've used to do it in the past, perhaps. So they've been hosting quiz nights, they've been doing DJ sets, lots for musicians, artists online. But not only that, they've been raising thousands of pounds between all of these pubs and bars for so many good causes. Just to prove it's not always about keeping the money in their till, it's about their people and the communities as well. It's lovely to see.
This is what we're finding with all of these. Our next slide will show you. We've got, well, I'll tell you what, we're starting off with here. We've got flawless moments for the love of the North. We're going to screen forward a little taste of spoilers of what you're going to get there. So we're going to go back one more. Here we go. It's all live, folks. You know how I'm doing this, by the way. I can't blame anybody else. I've actually got a little pedal with my toes, and I'm working them. I've got no shoes on. I'm working this so fast. So we've got flawless moments for the love of the North, for you photography. Jean and Rita, lovely couple. I see them at bingo every week. Little Learners Childcare, Inga's Sewing Room, Jameson's at Colour Codes, Justice Prince CIC, who must be a superhero or a lead singer of the band with a company like name, and MBS Gardens. So I've got to be honest. There's a couple of businesses. I can tell, okay, flawless moments for you photography, for the love of North. I can get the gist of what they do. Jean and Rita.
Come on, then. What do you think they do?
I am really hoping ballroom dancing lessons. Is that what it is?
It's not quite lessons as such, but you're on the right lines.
Really?
Yeah, you're on the right lines. They are a dancewear shop in Monkseaton. Now, you might have seen their brands on their Structured from Dancing, because they've got their own brand range as well. Because Bill and Oti, down to the finalists, are wearing Jean and Rita logo tops. How exciting is that?
That's fantastic. And I didn't know that. So that's in North Tyneside.
Yeah.
We're actually getting stuff on the TV in North Tyneside. That's very good. I like it. We've also got on our next screen, as you might have seen, we'll give you a spoiler before there, you've got Morrison's, Namaste, the Taste of India, Premier Value Centre, Samian's, Tempest Martial Arts, the Golden Touch Chinese Takeaway, the Yoga Tribe, and Whitley Bay Gymnastics Club. Now, Morrison's, I know, because I've stood outside and had my photo taken, because as other comedians I know down south didn't believe us. And I said, yeah, then, you know, when there were Sainsbury's and when there were Morrison's, and I've been in the shop before, I know exactly what they're like. And there's a couple of the other places here as well I've frequented, I'll be honest with you. I bet you kind of guess which ones. But Karen, I mean, why, for example, we've got a couple of different takeaways here in restaurants. They've been shut as well.
They have, but if you look at the Golden Takeaway, obviously businesses, pubs and restaurants could still offer takeaways. So how has it affected our normal takeaways, if you like? And it's been nice to see them getting involved and doing their bit within the community as well, because they've been making food parcels at the Golden Touch. They've had goods donated by the customers. So it's a real community effort. They got involved with the free meals over half term for those who needed it. And they also give free meals to emergency services. So please don't get dressed up, Stefan. I know you want to do
any excuse for me to slide down a pool dress as a fireman.
No. But you know what?
Taking that away from us.
Apart from that, when shortages were on at the beginning of the whole pandemic, and we couldn't get sanitizers and things like that anywhere, Golden Takeaway had they have the big industrial sized units.
Oh yeah.
So what they've done is said anybody going past, any customers could go in and take their empty bottles and they could fill it for free. Just want to keep their community safe.
I wish I'd known that. But that's fantastic. And this represents everybody who we have here. Because everybody's just went that extra mile. But I'll hand over to you, Karen, and let's meet our finalists.
Yeah, because we do have an incredible shortlist. So, but we do have an incredible shortlist this year. Sorry about that, they got pressed there. But we do have such an incredible list this year. There are so many brilliant businesses, but we have managed to get it down to 3. It was a hard job to get our management group got together to whittle it down to 3 finalists. So could we say hello to our 3 shortlisted nominees? We have Hassan from H&S Convenience Store in Moore's End. Is Hassan there? He's going to give us a wave when he's there.
Go.
Hey, hello. This is all new, isn't it? Going online and a bit weird. Yes. So how are you feeling about tonight then, Hassan?
Good, yeah, good. Pretty good. That's nice to hear so many businesses around here have came together and help the community as well. So it's nice to say like the Northeast, especially coming together. It's good.
It is, and obviously we've done videos for all the finalists tonight as well, so we will be watching all the videos, so we'll be finding out more about what you've done in your business. So thank you, and good luck. We'll catch up with you very soon.
Cheers.
Thank you. And next, I think we have Lisa from SOS Industrial Limited. Lisa, are you there? This feels very like the sort of Eurovision, doesn't it? It's like, hello, are you there? Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, you're breaking up a little bit. You're there. How are you doing tonight?
All right, it's great to be here.
It's very strange doing it online, isn't it? But we wanted to celebrate,
yeah.
And you've done so much, as we'll all see in the video later on as well. So
it's great to see what everybody's done as a community.
It is. It's a lovely thing to see. It's really inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yes.
Lovely. Well, good luck. And we're watching you very shortly. We'll see you soon. And our last finalist in Heart of the Community Awards is Paul from Blackstone Brewery. Hello, Paul.
Pretty cool time like that.
Oh, we need to unmute yourself there, Paul, as the famous signs you all see on Zoom.
Yeah, evening.
How are you doing? Is there a pint there next to you?
It's actually a cup of tea.
You're surrounded by pints the rest of the day.
Exactly. Can't live with it, can't live without it.
Now, a little bit tells me you've just left Santa.
Yes, I've just left. We've just left Santa with his elves and his reindeer trawling the streets of Whitley Bay.
Oh, bless. Well, good luck, Paul. We'll see how you get on in a little bit time. But if we find out more about all these nominated businesses, and let's watch some videos and find out more about them.
Hi, I'm Hassan and this is H&S Convenience Store. My name is Hassan Khan. Business is a small family-run convenience store called H&S in Wallsend. I think we're very community-based. You know, we've looked after a lot of people around this estate. We've helped do deliveries. We've got a lot of local stock coming in, local baker, local ales, local beers, local sausages from Geordie Bangers. That's how I think we stand out a little bit. Currently, when this whole lockdown happened, we started delivering shopping to all the locals around this area. If it was something that they couldn't get from our store, we went elsewhere and got it for them. So we took it upon ourselves to go out, say hello to them, ask how they were, drop the shopping off, anything else you need, all that kind of stuff. Growing up and seeing friends struggle through school, not having like a school meal or not having money to go out and get food, we made up food parcels, so it consisted of like bread, eggs, a few tinned foods, sweets for the children. We just shared it on Instagram and anybody that needed one, we just went. So I think the best thing about like the Northeast is we are all quite close. I kind of want to have everything homegrown, everything from the locals. So I want to use like local artists, local bakers, more local ales, and just want to support as many people as possible from the Northeast. The best thing about this community is everybody just goes that extra mile for one another. Everyone can have a good laugh. Everyone just is a close, tight community.
Hi, we're Lisa, Peter and Jason, and we're SOS Industrial. We are an engineering and industrial supply company. We carry out project work, basically continuous improvement projects to help manufacture better. When the pandemic hit and there were all the stories in the news about PPE shortages within the NHS and for frontline workers, we realised we had the capability to produce PPE. So what started off with a couple of Facebook posts asking if anyone wanted any mask clips quickly turned into thousands and thousands of items getting produced, printing 24/7 and delivering to ambulance services, hospitals, care homes, doctors, you name it. Anyone who needed them, we printed and gave them away for free. In the general day-to-day work we do of improving industry and the efficiency of local industries, but also when we can help the local community. We support Meadowell Connected, which is a local community centre. They're currently running a project where they're putting together Christmas packs that they're sending out to families in need, and we're helping support that with some of the items that they're short of. A local community group had been getting in touch with schools to help to arrange delivering free school meals to children who were eligible while the schools were closed. There were a few days where they didn't have anyone to do the deliveries, so we were able to use the company vehicles to deliver these to the families that needed them. Industry's been hit really heavily here over the years, and I think anything we can do to help make us the manufacturing powerhouse that we used to be. That's what we're here to do, help local industry, local manufacturing and the community as a whole.
Hi, I'm Paul. Welcome to Blackstone Brewery. So the brewery based in Chesley Street is a 10-barrel kit. So we have a core range of 6 products, seasonal range of 8 products, and some collaboration beers that come out throughout the year. Then we have the tap house, which is our home in Whitley Bay, micro pub selling all our own beers, and then guest beers from selected friends from across the country. So we work with the Round Table, the Whitley Bay Round Table. Throughout the first lockdown, we provided our delivery vehicles to allow the Round Table project to deliver free food to local residents that slipped through the support net. So across the first lockdown, we delivered about 3,500 meals. We also sponsor the Santa Sleigh that goes through Whitley Bay every Christmas. We're also a supporter of the Second Bite Training Academy. Second Bite is a charity based here in Whitley Bay that take people that are currently unemployed furthest away from employment and provide them with a 16-week training programme to give them real-life experience in a catering environment, so they've got some skills and some qualifications that they can take on to then look for future employment. Here at Blackstone, we feel that local grassroots sports teams are vital to the community, so we're very proud to support through sponsorship Bates Cottage Cricket Club in St Delaval, Killingworth AFC Football Club, and also the Northumbria University rugby team. 2021 sees us bring our brewery from Chesley Street into North Tyneside, really making North Tyneside the home of Blackstone Brewery.
Well, what a fantastic array of businesses, and quite a diverse mix as well, isn't it? All doing some amazing things for our community and doing for themselves as well to keep their businesses going. Really, really tough call, I think, to decide between those, but the public have been voting. That sounds very official, doesn't it? I feel like I'm on Strictly. But yes, the public have been voting, and normally we'd have a lovely envelope and I'd pull it out, but as Amy doesn't live anywhere near me, this is all been done on text this time. So I have a text message in now from Amy, who looks after everything. Wow, well done to H&S convenience stores. Well done to Hassan and Mr. Khan. See if they're there to say hello. Exciting news for you, Hassan. How do you feel?
Happy days.
Yay.
Happy days.
Good result for you tonight then?
Aye, buzzing, absolutely buzzing. That's brilliant.
Were you expecting that, do you think? Did you think there was that many people supported you and what you do for your area?
I knew like there was a lot of people voting, but I didn't think there was like that many, do you know what I mean? Like, but brilliant, like, that's brilliant. Can't believe it.
We've had, when we get the nominations in, we get to read what everybody said about you, and it's the same for all the businesses. There's been some fantastic things come through, but it's been lovely to see the sort of things you're doing for your communities around, the way that you're helping, and it's obviously made a difference because they have supported you. Yeah. There's a whoop up from the background there.
Yeah.
So we have
mum and dad.
We have a lovely award, which isn't easy to show you on the screen, but I'm trying to get
it a little bit.
So we will get this to you tomorrow. Hello in the background. Stop hiding in the background.
My dad, my mum, my dad. No, my mum.
I knew what you meant. I hope you're very proud. You've got a fabulous business there. Oh, I'm so pleased, and we'll see you all very soon because we'll come.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to Stefan. Very well deserved there. They're still celebrating.
Congratulations there to Hassan. And it's nice to see his mum and dad in the background as
I
well.
know,
I
it's
love
lovely.
that. And I'm hoping I'm going to be able, next time I pop in, I'll be able to see that behind the counter.
Yeah, we're like, hello. Yeah, it will be. It's
Fantastic.
lovely.
And well done, everybody else who was nominated. Now, before we go any further, we've had a couple of messages on social media, which again have been sent to us via text, via the power of Amy. Just a couple I'd like to pick out tonight. We've had a couple of people who are on who are saying they're taking part. Former winners, I've got to say hello, Helen Telford from Move It, who was the first winner of Heart of the Community Award way back in 2017. And this is the thing, I'm sat wearing a suit jacket in a chair, so it now looks like I've suddenly developed spines from the jacket. That's lovely, isn't it? And actually trying to be classy and present these awards. But also, I tell you what, you've had about, well, go on, hashtag it, NTBA, go on, 2020, go have a look yourself, put one on and leave us some more messages. I want to get on to the next award because we've just heard some amazing stories there from people. And right now we're moving on to our Spirit of North Tyneside Award. Now, this award is going to recognise and celebrate businesses, celebrate even, who have adapted, innovated during COVID-19 pandemic. All the businesses who are shortlisted have found new ways to just clear the hurdles, clear the barriers, deliver services. And all the businesses have been nominated by you again, the public. The winner this time, though, has been chosen by the elected mayor, Norma Redfern CBE, and we have our shortlist online. So let's introduce, we've got the Blind Pig Timemouth. Hello, Blind Pig. Are you there? Victoria and Stephen from the Blind Pig coming online. Hello. Fantastic. Victoria, can you turn the camera? I can see Stephen. I'm joking. So Blind Pig, hello, how are you doing?
We're good, Stefan, thanks.
How does it feel to be nominated? Members of the public nominating your business, what does that mean to you?
It's really humbling, honestly. We felt really, I don't even know, other than humbled by it. We did what we felt right through this horrible time. Just means so much, doesn't it?
Yeah. Really good.
Glad to hear it. Well, also we have the Yoga Tribe Northeast. Hello, Yoga Tribe. I believe Kat is joining me any second now.
Hello.
Hello, Kat. How are you doing?
I'm all right. It's really lovely to see so much going on around the local area. It's really heartwarming.
It is. It's lovely, isn't it? And I'm a big fan of yoga, as you can probably tell.
Yes.
So how have you found it? Because obviously it's normally a very together, everybody in the same room situation. So how have you managed to adapt to it?
Oh, we've been all over the place. We've been on Zoom, then we've been doing yoga on the beach or in the Station Master's Garden when we could do that. We've just had to flip and change however we could best support everybody.
Well, thank you very much for coming on. And finally, we have Whitley Bate, Chloe and Jack, who are joining us on the screen as we speak. And now, Whitley Bate, obviously, you guys are a new business, aren't you?
Yes.
And you actually, how's it been? So you started a brand new business, and then the pandemic happens. I mean, how did you manage to carry on?
I don't know what's happened for the last year.
No. Who knows?
I know.
I'm just going along with it.
That's the best advice anybody can give. Just take it like a roller coaster and go as far as you can. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Now, obviously, I've just had a little chat with them there, but we have got some videos to find out a little bit more about our finalists and find out a bit more about why they have been nominated.
Hi, my name's Victoria Bones and this is the Blind Pig Timemouth. We started this business as an American speakeasy because it was hidden in a church. We thought, what better way to brand a bar? I try year on year to support North Tyneside Oncology Department. We put a coffee morning on, we had raffle tickets online, again we'd done a bingo session for that, and we had a tombola, all of which was done in a socially distant manner. People shared it within their community groups, our customers, and we raised a lot of money. Yeah, we do that for not only North Tyneside but for football clubs, a number of local charities. What we did do once we got the go ahead and we hit tier 2 just recently, I popped up a Christmas market 2 weeks ago. I contacted local traders who I knew were in the same boat, who work for themselves. We invited them into here free of charge, and we had 8 traders trading each weekend, selling local products. It's been amazing. But again, that came from the support of helping other independents and the support of our already good customer base in here. The spirit of North Tyneside is the heart, it's the people. And those people are the people we look after, and they look after us, vice versa. We raise as much money for the community as we can, and we support as many people as we can, and whether or not that's by charity base or that's actually helping those independents, like now with the pop-up market and letting them in there and showcasing products. We will do everything we can to come through this pandemic together.
Hi, I'm Kat and this is the Yoga Tribe. So my business is the Yoga Tribe, but it's so much more than yoga. It's about supporting the mums that come through, and it is predominantly mums that I want to work with. That can be pregnancy, where as well as teaching them about moving their body, I give them birth education and make sure they're not scared about having a baby. But then once you've had a baby, it can be quite lonely and isolating. So it's about a real community spirit right the way until they're through into the depths of motherhood and they're coming to regular yoga classes and different workshops. So at first it was putting everything on Zoom, and I extended all of my classes so that people had time to talk as well. From there it's totally changed depending on what's happened with the restrictions. So when the weather has been okay and we've been allowed to do yoga outside, we've been down on the beach or in the station master's garden. It's been a real time of turmoil for everybody in lockdown, but I think being pregnant and knowing that you are going to have to labour for some time alone in hospital is quite a terrifying thought. And then when you come home with your baby and you don't have your family to come round and help you, anybody to dip in and check that you're okay, I think it's quite, it's a really hard thing for a lot of women to go through. So the way that I've pulled people together, mostly online or sometimes meeting outside, means that they have got a real emotional lifeline. Every time they come in and they've had sleepless nights or they feel like they're doing such a bad job, and then I see them get more and more confident as it goes on and realise that they are a brilliant mum. It all warms my heart. I get such lovely messages all the time and I just feel really lucky to do what I do.
Hi, this is Jack.
Hi, I'm Chloe and this is Whitley Bait. We opened in November 2019, which is probably the strangest time that you could have opened a business. So to be told by March that we had to close down for who knows how long was stressful, being such a new business. Originally we offered isolation packs, which was kind of soup, sandwiches, anything that we needed to pick up at the same time, so we'd offer to go to supermarkets and things for the local community. We've provided packed lunches for kids in the time when there was a big debate on whether the government was going to do that or not. We took that upon ourselves to kind of say, well, regardless of what local authorities decide, we would like to do something for the community that's kind of given us the chance to become such a big part of it, which we're so grateful for. Couldn't ask any more of the community. Every time we've done something a bit crackers, they've backed us up, and you know, any time that we've needed anything. I mean, when we did the packed lunches, the donations just came flooding in, and we never asked anybody for donations. It was, you know, you guys are doing this thing and we think it's good. How do we help? How do we get involved? Can I deliver? Can I do this for you?
And the reaction to that was above and beyond, wasn't it?
Phenomenal. The more we can do for the community that's got us through our first year, the better, because that's a massive priority for us. Running a business is great, but becoming part of something bigger was always the plan for us.
Well, there you go. There's our finalists and some fantastic people there. But I don't think it'd be fair if we didn't tell you everybody else who've been nominated as well, because they deserve a shout out. Now, Karen, we have quite a group some people were seeing the names beforehand,
Yes.
and some people who have not. And these, again, have all been nominated by the general public.
They have. Again, it's slightly different because it's a slightly different criteria. This is about how they've adapted their businesses as well, but they've all done so well. Whatever they've done,
Now,
it's lovely.
I'm very lucky. My other gig, apart from sitting in my bedroom doing this, is get to host a phone-in show on late night radio. And we're on in Cumbria, all the way down to Lancashire. We're on in Teesside. We're in Newcastle, Northumberland. And all we get is people ringing in, saying about those who've gone that extra mile.
Yeah.
And those people who have just pushed the boat out for them. And I finish work at 1 o'clock in the morning feeling great about myself, because you get to find out there's so many people there. And funny enough, a couple of weeks ago, we were joking on, we've had clap for carers, we've had other people who we've been saying well done to, all the other key workers, but everybody on this list here, they've been going through and working through as well. And it's nice to be able to say well done to them. Now, we've got our first group here. If I butcher your name, I do apologise. So we have Lingua Forme, By the Kilo, which was going to be my name if I was an exotic dancer. We've got Dibley's, we've got Fit and Vital Life, Jameson's of Colour Coats, Justice Prince CIC, Lifestyle Express Benton, Little Signets Childcare Limited, and Little Learners Childcare. Now, we've got a list there. Childcare I can work out, Justice Prince, yep, I know. Lingua Forme, By the Kilo, they're the people with the weights, and you go take your own packaging along, isn't it?
That's right.
I've seen them. Dibley's, new one to me. Who are they?
So Dibley's are the ice cream shop. Now they've just opened in Tynemouth.
Yes.
They're new to the area, just about to start off this year. So again, another new business. But bless them, they wanted to start their opening date was going to be March, and because we know what happened in March, lockdown came.
Yeah.
Typical, it's difficult times. But do you know what? There's like a lot of businesses that started this year and they just haven't given in. They've kept going.
Yeah.
They've adapted. They're doing more takeaway services. They're employing staff. They've even got a unicorn gelato, which I quite fancy trying.
I'll have to give that a go.
Yeah. And do you know what? The youngest member of staff over the summer was their 9-year-old. How lovely is
Really?
that? Real family business.
Somebody who used to be in a family business, we used to have a family business, and I know what it's like. And I tell you what, it's one of those things that sets you up for later in life. And by the way, so they've overcome. I can just tell you, if there's anybody else who's saying pandemic, one bonus of wearing a face mask in public, if you've got a big tash like mine and you get ice cream on it, you can just put your mask on and you can have a little suck later to get the flavour. Now, can we have a look at the next list of contenders, please? So we have here MBS Gardens, Morrisings, North Tyneside Carer Centre, Ocean Fit, Petit Poussin, the Lingo Lab, Red Lion, Relish Whitley Bay, and Rotational Engineering Limited. So again, some people who we've seen before, some people who we've not. Relish Whitley Bay though. So tell me, we're going here. Obviously, there is another slide after this. It's not just people up to the letter R, because that would be a bit strange who were nominated. But Relish Whitley Bay, I know pretty much what everybody else does there. Is Relish food related by any chance?
It is. They new business, another new one this time, setting up difficult time. But again, they've adapted. They do coffees. They've moved to takeaways because it was going to be a sit-in sort of idea. So they already had their business model set up, but they've had to change it. But within a short time, they really have got quite a loyal customer base. Now, one of the lovely things when we get these nominations is, as I say, they come from the public and we get to see such lovely, lovely stories. And there's one I think really needs just talking about. You know, when you go to a shop and you open your bag or you get your money out and you think, where's that one? You go, the lady had lost quite a large amount of money.
Really?
Panic, you know, as you do. But straight away, the staff in the shop, the management said, right, come on, all the staff were out and they got the staff on the streets going around where this lady had been trying to find that money. How lovely is that?
That's a lovely story.
Yeah, all really lovely.
That's exactly what you're after. And we have our last list coming up here now. So, and this is the word I have tripped over so many times.
Go on, try it.
Be surprised with it being a fruiterers. Yeah, you see, there we go. South Gosford Fruiterers Limited, Sprinkled, Street Warriors UK, The Glass House, The Happiness Company, and Vineyard 72. Right, the only one I don't know on that list is Street Warriors UK. I am hoping this is somebody set up like a Ninja Warrior course on the streets of North Tyneside.
Now, there's something. I think somebody should do that and you should be testing it. I want to see
I've done it many nights after coming out the pub. I have done very similar things, normally with the kebab in hand, so I'm up for it.
Well, this we wouldn't have a kebab in your hand. But what Street Warriors do is they do help people with hot food, and they give out meals. They help anybody who's vulnerable and homeless people in the area. So it could be food, it could be somebody to talk to. And you know those forms you get to fill in and they're really complicated and they're a nightmare. So they've got people who will help fill in those forms with people so they can actually get more help with benefits, all that kind of thing.
I think that's something that really needs to be taken to point, because when the people who are getting the help are people who really need it.
Yeah.
And if everybody says, oh, well, help's there, sometimes it can be really overwhelming. It can be really overwhelming with all the forms, all the information. And for them to be out there and doing it. Well, Karen, thank you for filling the blanks. And well done to everybody else who was nominated. We have our free finalists still. And as I said in the film Highlander, there can be only one. Yes, I'm just giving a hint for what I would like for Christmas if Santa's listening. Now, we're going to go to our elected mayor, Norma Redfern, in a special video she's recorded for us earlier today. Over to Norma.
Hello. Since March, residents, businesses in the community and the voluntary sector have all stepped up in times of need, helping to ease the burden of the COVID-19 pandemic on everyone affected. As you'll have heard, the Spirit of North Tyneside aims to acknowledge and celebrate all of the people who've helped to make a difference in North Tyneside. Whether that is going the extra mile to support vulnerable residents or indeed a community effort. I also want to acknowledge businesses which have been amazing in this time of crisis. Together with the North Tyneside Business Forum, we came up with the Elected Mayor's Spirit of North Tyneside Award, which recognises and celebrates businesses who've adapted and innovated during the COVID-19 pandemic. I have to say we were overwhelmed by the number of public nominations we received, and getting it down to a short list of 3 was incredibly difficult, as you can imagine. All the nominated businesses have received a certificate or recognition. We did, though, select our 3 finalists, which you've just seen on the videos beforehand. It's now time to announce the winner. The business I selected to be the first winner of the Spirit of North Tyneside Award has really stepped up to support a specific section of our community in times when they were unable to access support and services. They gave families and our children support and guidance towards a great start in life. And the winner of the Elected Mayor's Spirit of North Tyneside Award 2020 is, let me see, Yoga Tribe Northeast. I'll now hand back to Karen and the team running the Virtual Business Awards. Congratulations to Yoga Tribe. You've done a fantastic job supporting our people. But a big thank you to all the businesses which have adapted and innovated during this very difficult year. Do have a nice Christmas, but do stay safe. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to Norma there, and it is Stefan, not Karen. I've told you a couple of times, and it's getting a bit offensive now, so just behave with it. Joking aside, though, we're joined by Kat Percival, the winner from Yoga Tribe Northeast. Congratulations.
Thank
now,
you.
How do you feel? This is what I've got to do. Sorry, when you get an award, how do you feel?
I feel a bit emotional, actually. It's been a rough old year for a lot of mums out there, and it's just been really hard for them, and the whole tribe of everybody who's part of the Yoga Tribe has supported each other amazingly, so it's them as well as me.
Well, you will be presenting the award, however, we'll put it on the floor, so you've got to do one of them daft bendy one-legged plank things to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
But hey, hopefully this makes a good end to what's been quite a troubling year for a lot of people. But for everybody who's been nominated and you've won, congratulations.
Thank you.
I've got to ask though, who's the person who's, you keep seeing his shoulder coming in there? Who's that?
That's my husband. He's dressed
Hello.
up.
How are you doing? Bless you.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I'm sat in my bedroom as well. You seem to be sat in the sauna. I think you're winning here. Well done, Kat, and congratulations to the rest of the team.
Thank you.
Thanks now. Well, that's my time is up now. Normally we'd have drinks, we'd have dancing, and there'd be awards going round. Me, I am just going to go take this suit jacket off, hang it up, and get ready for the rest of the week. Now, it's been lovely to say well done to all those people who've won awards. And I'm going to hand over to the lady who's been, well, she's one of the main people who's been behind pushing the awards this year. The chair of the North Tyneside Business Forum, who's actually changed outfits in between every single presentation tonight. They've all been black, but that's what she's been doing. Miss Karen Goldfinch, thank you very much for having us, and I cannot wait to do this live 2021. See you later.
Thank you so much, Stefan. Thank you so much. What can I say? I hope everybody's enjoyed it tonight. Thank you so much to our business community and for everything you've done this year. It's been such an incredibly difficult year for everybody. I hope you've really been inspired by and you're thankful for the wonderful people that we do have around us. We all need to keep that spirit in mind, don't we, to get through the future. As mentioned earlier, we did obviously wanted to hold a full award ceremony. We just didn't feel it was the right time to do it, but we knew we had to recognise and celebrate all the amazing and good work that's been done by so many people this year in such hard times. I'm going to say a huge thank you to all of our businesses, our communities for supporting them, to North Tyneside Council and to my colleagues in the management group at the North Tyneside Business Forum. They all give up their time, as myself, whilst running their own businesses to support our business community as well. And of course, I couldn't not say thank you again to Stefan, because I'm sure it just wouldn't be the same without having somebody like Stefan running it, would it? So thank you, Stefan, and for sharing your lovely craft room. I hope we get to see the fruits of what you've been making this weekend. Now, Amy will tell me off, but I'm going to do it anyway. Nothing happens within the forum without Amy. It's not always at the forefront, but everything goes on behind the scenes happens because Amy's there. So a huge thank you to Amy, not just from the businesses, but from me for supporting me in the last 6 months as taken on the role as chair. It's not been an easy time for any of us, but thank you so much. But finally, there have been so many shining examples of how businesses and the community have worked together this year, hasn't there? It really does bode well for the future. If we can do this when we're down, just imagine what we can do when we're up. So thank you, take care, all the best for the year ahead, and good night, everybody. Good night.